This year, there are enough competitive swing districts in just 2 states to decide control of the House, and those states are New York and California. So either party could come out of this election with control of the House, and at the moment, it's about even in terms of who's expected to win. While there are swing districts around the country, the bulk of the swing districts this year are concentrated in just California and New York. The reason for that is because these states have independent redistricting commissions, whereas many states that could have competitive districts are gerrymandered. California is the state with the most competitive districts. So in the 2022 midterms in California, Republicans won all 5 of the most competitive House races in the state. And this year, those are all seen as potential flips for Democrats. The state in total has 10 races that are seen as competitive in general this year, and there are 5 districts that are seen as essentially a toss-up. There are a lot of Trump supporters in California, but many of the congressional candidates on the Republican line like to present more moderate. So this strategy is building off of some of their 2022 success. They're not embracing Trump in the same way Republicans around the country will in the presidential election, and that's because they want to come off as bipartisan. California has more Democrats than Republicans in many of these districts. The fact is that those voters just didn't come out in 2022. Republicans often won on these seats by very slim margins, and Democrats feel that in a presidential election, they'll be able to get their voters out and basically overcome those margins. New York has the second most competitive House seats of any state, and in 2022, there was lots of talk of a red wave, and that red wave didn't appear around the country except for arguably in Florida and New York. Republicans in New York made fairly dramatic gains. Democrats lost control of many suburban districts, specifically in Westchester and the Hudson Valley, as well as in Long Island, where they lost districts that were recently redrawn after the 2020 census. This year, I think that there's 5 seats that are widely seen as highly competitive in New York. The competitive seats are essentially all in the New York City suburbs. These suburbs are very diverse, although they're also very wealthy. Democrats, I think, are sort of hoping to flex some of their gains they've made among more educated suburban voters. Although Donald Trump is not expected to even really be competitive in New York State, he is polling better than any Republican has polled in decades. And so I think that there's a feeling that New York is becoming increasingly competitive, especially in certain regions like the Hudson Valley and on Long Island.
And we can't possibly afford turning the House or the Senate over to the Democrats. We are going to grow the House majority, we're going to take back the Senate and send Donald Trump back to the White House. New York is going to make that happen.